Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Niche. Today we're gonna dive into the Marvel Cinematic Universe with my dear friend, the Incredible Hulk! Hulk smash! Hulk smash! I love diving into the Marvel Universe. My two favorite characters from the Marvel Universe have always been the Incredible Hulk and Spider-Man. Growing up with two brothers, we were always a big fan of comic books. Whether it was Archie comics, to DC, to the Marvel Universe, to horror graphic novels, we enjoyed sitting on the street as a kid, reading them back and forth while you're outside playing with your friends. But the mighty big green smasher himself is by far one of the most admirable superheroes created to this day. And I'm gonna tell you why. The Incredible Hulk was created in May of 1962 by the comic legend Stan Lee himself and artist Jack Kirby. But did you know he was actually inspired by a true story? Get this. They were inspired by a true story where a woman actually physically lifted her car to save her son. Jack quoted, "This woman proved to me that an ordinary person in desperate circumstances can transcend themselves to do things they wouldn't ordinarily do." This happened in 1982 when a woman named Angela Cavello lifted her 1964 Chevy Impala up with her bare hands when her son was working on the suspension of the car and the jack broke and the car fell on top of him. You can actually Google that story. It's a pretty good read. I bet she never would have guessed that her actions would result in the creation of a gamma-pumped green superhero legend. Now let's take a second to talk about Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner is a physically weak, socially awkward, emotionally reserved physicist. But he was a genius. He's basically a mix between Robert Stevenson's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, with a little twist of your modern green Frankenstein. But the Incredible Hulk is actually capable of more things than many in the Marvel Cinematic Universe seem to know. Let's go back to the comics and talk about some of the cool things that the Incredible Hulk can do. Not only does the Hulk use insane amounts of strength to smash and punch and jump and throw his enemies to the moon, he also possesses fast healing abilities. One time, Wolverine and the Hulk had an insane battle. It ended in Wolverine gutting the Hulk like a fish, ripping the Hulk's intestines out, flinging them into a big bloody mess all over the place. And he thought there's no way the Hulk could survive. But as Wolverine started to walk away, all he heard was a growl behind him and the Hulk had already risen. Can you imagine for a second how terrified you would be, even being Wolverine with how powerful and strong he is, to hear that grunt after you've literally made your own spaghetti out of the Hulk's lower intestine? Imagine the fear and terror of knowing that you've pissed off this big giant green indestructible beast. The Hulk has also been seen multiple times in the comic books, able to breathe under the water as he walks along the ocean floor. His body developed a gland that was able to equalize the underwater pressure. The Hulk can also withstand lava. One time, he literally grabbed two tectonic plates and brought them back together while standing in a giant river of molten lava. Now that's hot. One of my favorite comic moments between my two favorite Marvel characters, the Incredible Hulk and Spider-Man, is when Spider-Man actually manages to defeat an angry Hulk by telling him a simple knock-knock joke. Now this joke is actually one of the more controversial and criticized encounters between the Incredible Hulk and Spider-Man. Spider-Man simply says to the Incredible Hulk, "Knock knock." As the Hulk just growls in return, Spider-Man simply responds by saying, "I'll take that as a who's there." Suddenly, the Hulk starts to turn back into Bruce Banner as he laughs. Banner can't even believe that this silly knock-knock joke is what turns him right back into his normal self. Banner says, "I can't believe it. A knock-knock joke?" So many Marvel fans were disappointed in the quality of that joke, but to me, I find it cool to be able to see that Bruce Banner's emotional strength has such power within the Hulk's rage. Another fact about the Hulk was that originally the Hulk wasn't even green. I had a strong debate one time as a live broadcaster that this was false. Now for me as a comic book collector, this made me laugh because I have the actual evidence to show you guys what happened in the generations of the color of the Hulk. So in the earlier years of creating the comics with the Incredible Hulk, the printing press had a difficult time making the gray color that was used in the first comics consistent with the rest. So let me show you. There's this gray, there's this gray, and then there's this gray. There were so many different versions of Gray Hulk that they decided, you know what? Let's go green. As you can see, in later years, the color green was much easier for the printing press to actually achieve a consistent color for their comics. This is how they created the colorful green beast that we have grown to love today. Bruce Banner is also responsible for creating She-Hulk. Jennifer Walters, Bruce Banner's cousin, got into a terrible accident and needed a blood transfusion. Who better to get a blood transfusion from than your gamma radiation beast cousin? The reason I wanted to touch base on She-Hulk right now is because with November 12th's release of Disney Plus coming soon, which I'm so excited for, they are releasing a live action series of She-Hulk, which I'm super pumped for. I have a feeling you're probably gonna see more of She-Hulk in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the future as well. Bruce Banner's blood was actually used to create other versions of Hulk. However, he did have 2 sons with his second wife. Hirokala and Scar are the 2 real sons that the Hulk had. Lyra, who is actually an alternate reality She-Hulk, is created from the Hulk's DNA, but is not a true child of the Hulk. His legacy is a timeless one, and he will continue to inspire generations for many years to come. The Hulk represents both the best and the worst in all of us. It's also the tale of an underdog, a dorky and quiet scientist that was bullied and underestimated by many. He is the perfect mix between brains and muscle. He's capable of love and friendship, but piss him off and his anger will make him stronger and stronger the angrier that he gets. Take that as a metaphor, if you will. When life gets you down and angry, come on top like the Hulk. Use that anger to make you stronger. Okay, now I couldn't possibly review every aspect of this amazing character, or the 15 super creations that were created from the Hulk's DNA. Let me know your favorite Incredible Hulk moment in the comments below. My favorite Hulk moment that happens in the Marvel Cinematic Universe happens in the Avengers. When Hulk is face to face with Loki, Loki tries to stand up to the Hulk. Mid-sentence, the Incredible Hulk grabs Loki by the ankle and starts slamming him back and forth and back and forth. As Loki lays stunned, the Incredible Hulk walks away and mumbles to himself, "Puny god." I love how the MCU captures the Incredible Hulk's sense of humor in such a beast of a character. The Incredible Hulk has proven to be immortal and indestructible. He can't even finish himself off. I remember in the film him stating that he tried and the big green guy spat the bullet back out at him. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see much more of the Hulk in the MCU in the future. Now maybe they'll even create a film including the 15 super clones that they created from the Hulk's DNA. Or maybe we'll see a film featuring She-Hulk. It's all about the Marvel Universe and what they have to offer us in the future. I'm super excited about. Thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see more upcoming Nerd Niche videos. And if you have any ideas or comments, please feel free to drop those below and I will read those as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye!